Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We continue to do what we can in that way and hopefully bring about positive resolutions to whatever challenges you may have going on. If you're looking for coaching, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. Please bring about any questions, comments, or challenges you may have. First, by subscribing, liking, commenting on these audios, but also, secondly, by reaching out. You can reach out through the @POPerception Twitter account. You can reach out through the continuation of the process in terms of kind of connecting through this YouTube page. Either way, we can get in touch and make something good happen. So this is our Life Lesson Series 182. Prepare for the unknown. Prepare for what is coming in trends. Prepare for as much as you can. Obviously, life is going to throw you curveballs, and there are things you can't prepare for. But if you work backwards and go, what would I do in a worst case scenario? What would I do if how prepared I was? Directly related to how successful I was. That's a super valuable thing. And when we begin to look at that, when we begin to understand that, when we begin to look at life in that way, we also then begin to understand how to make intelligent, smart, and good decisions. Know that it takes courage to be prepared. Know that it takes courage internally to figure out what it is you're trying to accomplish. Also to confront any fears or emotional instabilities or emotional anguishes you have in relation to making good decisions. Know that it requires you to be courageous in order to talk about things that are uncomfortable and to admit that you have blind spots within yourself. We are taught often, especially in Western society, to be bulletproof, to be super ready, to be really, driven and all of those things. And it's not healthy. It's not good. It's not intelligent. It's not in the best interest for virtually anybody. And so when we begin to look at things in that way, we get to a value that doesn't always lead us to balance, that doesn't always lead us to intelligence, that doesn't always lead us where we need to go. And so understanding how to do that and understanding the reason to be focused on balanced and have courage is important. Reflect on the things that your life has taught you. There may be things in your life that you don't want to confront. There may be things in your life that's super uncomfortable. There may be things in your life that you've allowed to take a lot of your mental space, a lot of cause you anxiety, cause you fear, cause you emotional paralysis, and it doesn't go well. And it's not necessarily a good use of your energy, good use of your mind space, good use of your time, good use of your thoughts. But, forgiving yourself for that and then moving forward and finding ways to move forward is important. Always be ready to challenge yourself. Look, life's going to challenge you whether you want it to or not. Life is going to lead you in directions that push you beyond what you think is comfortable. And so the more you're willing to confront being pushed, the more you're willing to confront being kind of, taken to the next level, whatever that next level is, the easier it is to get somewhere meaningful, the easier it is to get somewhere good. And so when you begin to know how to do that, and when you begin to accept that you need to do that, whether you want to or not, sometimes the things we need to do aren't necessarily the things we want to do. But honestly, sometimes the world doesn't necessarily care what we want, and I know that's hard for some people to hear. Sometimes we're challenged because it's the only way to move forward. Sometimes we're challenged to let go of people or situations or career paths or any other number of things, and certainly when our health becomes a challenge, there's value. At the same time, it is necessary and good to ignore the critics in terms of their hostility, but not their viewpoint. The viewpoint of a critic can be good if you use it constructively. The hostility of a critic can be super negative if you only listen to the fact that they're not happy. Realize that most critical people are just unsatisfied with what's going on in their own life, and they're carrying that onto you and into you. And so it doesn't serve well when that happens. So just be mindful that making sure you don't get too embittered yourself is important. So hopefully that's helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.